Hey guys, so we have the data download for ZENKAI Demon King Piccolo, and we have a few other things to talk about as well, so that will not be the only thing we'll talk about, but probably will be the majority of this video. I do have Gohan ZENKAI pulled up because they are both melee type units that are getting ZENKAI, so I think it's fair to be able to compare stat-wise what they're looking at here. So we have Demon King Piccolo at 14 stars. I will have him at 14 stars for the showcase. Currently, I am struggling a little bit to get him to 1400% just because them releasing a ZENKAI every 2 weeks is really taking a stress on my normal souls, actually. It's not even ZENKAI souls, it's normal and super souls for me. But I basically have ran out of skip and energy tickets, so I'm desperately scrambling to try and scrounge any purple or yellow souls that I can get. Hopefully we'll have him done before this actually goes live in game to have you guys a 1400% 7-star, sorry, not 7-star anymore, 14-star showcase for this guy, but we'll see what happens. Stat-wise, 276, 243, 280, 237, so he has slightly higher blast defense, slightly lower strike attack, or sorry, blast attack, slightly higher blast attack, slightly lower strike attack. Gohan's at 180, 179. 193, 180. Wow. 193 is a very, very good defense. I actually want to check. Let me check 16 real quick. What is his defense stat looking like here? I just want to make sure it's like. Wow, he has more strike defense than 16. Oh wait, he's not even ZENKAI. He does still. He still does. This guy's at 190, 194. 190, like 193 strike defense, like that's insane. It's literally higher than 16. Like we can take a look at Transformed Purple Cooler as well. Transformed 14 stars. Like he has higher strike defense than Transformed Purple Cooler at 14 stars. I mean his blast defense is not bad either. 180 is pretty good. He has 2.68 million health. That might be where he's lacking. 2.84, 2.9. Yeah, that's where he's lacking a little bit in health, but the defense is looking really, really good. So stats are looking solid. Main ability is we can actually switch between base and ZENKAI. So prior to ZENKAI, it literally only altered the Dragon Balls, so he could take up the 2 Dragon Balls. Now with the ZENKAI Awakening, he looks like he keeps the same effects for the Dragon Balls, and he also gets 40% to strike damage for 30 counts, which is solid. Was kind of hoping he would increase his ki or heal with that, but I mean, this is a very powerful effect even today in this meta, so this is never going to be bad, by the way, taking Dragon Balls. First unique is the Demon King's Terror. Applies the following effects to enemy when this character enters the battlefield. Inflicts attribute downgrade, 20% damage inflicted, and then inflicts attribute downgrade +2 to subcount. So this is really the only new part of that, which is actually quite good. The only thing to note about that is it's only for the current enemy, because it just says to enemy, not all enemies. So you can afflict the enemy with this, but then they can just switch. So not the best, but they do have the increased subcount as well. So if they want to switch, they're going to be inflicted by that. Next one is Overflowing Youth. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Gradually restores health, sure. And then increases Arch Card draw speed by 1 level, and then 50% to Q. Wow, that's a good unique. Okay, so he doesn't have permanent draw speed like Kid Goku does, but like these two together, the golden duo I like to call it, card draw speed and key recovery, and 50% is not bad either. And 15 seconds, like 15 timer counts for this, you're not really going to be switched in for longer than 15 timer counts with just this guy. So that is definitely sufficient enough until he switches out for most cases. So I actually really do like this unique a lot. Not looking like he has any defensive utility up with these 2 uniques, but I mean the healing isn't nothing. The only problem is he has a very low health stat, so you might want to consider putting a health buffer on the bench to help him out there. And then the Adept unique ability is Utter Annihilation. Plus 30% to damage inflicted when battle starts, cannot be cancelled, that's good. Nullifies enemies, restores own health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks. So he literally has the hit effect where, as long as he's attacking the enemy, they have no endurance, which is pretty good, pretty nice. Kid Goku is still very prevalent in the meta, so any unit that is able to just flat out nullify endurance like that is going to be super, super helpful. And then he gets 40% strike attack, strike damage inflicted for 5 timer counts when this character uses an arts while the enemy is inflicted with poison or strong poison, which is nice because doesn't he hold a poison card? I thought he did. Yeah, he did. It just doesn't show the little thing on the card here. Strike card with poison effect when enemies is hit, 100% chance to activate. So, it is a very high chance to inflict poison, which is going to inflict 40% more strike damage. My only question I have with this is does this stack, right? So if the enemy is afflicted by poison, and let's say you chain together like 3 strike cards without even sidestepping, are you going to get 40% damage for each of those cards, or is it just going to be like once? It doesn't say cannot be stacked anywhere, so I'm assuming it does work like that, which is actually just ridiculous. Last unique is this will have to be a quick demonstration, which is unlocked at powerful. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 40. And also 40% of damage inflicted. Wow. Like, this is very simple. We don't typically see uniques with just like 2 lines of phrases here. But this is actually pretty good. This guy's getting a lot of damage. Let's add all this up right here. 40% from the main. He gets this debuff. He also gets 30, so that's 70. That's 110, but it can stack, I think, and then 40, so that's 150% strike attack, and then damage inflicted also. I don't know, this guy's looking pretty good. Regular strike, regular blast, this explosive demon wave. Let's just see if that's any different. 70, 50, 30, no, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, it does go up, so it goes from 10, 30, 50 to 20, 40, 60. 70, 50, 30, does that change? No. So the only thing that changes is the amount of damage it deals, which is fine. I never really liked this too much because, you know, being low on health is going to increase your damage just fine, but it's not really going to be super useful, I don't think. Special skill used to be 10% for 15 timer counts and draw 4 new cards. Now, actually, what is that? Yeah, so it goes from 10 to 20%. That's it. Not terrible. I mean, this is actually a pretty good green card because it just refills your hand, right? And then he does hold a poison card and a normal strike card. And he's now, of course, buffing yellow regen. So, Cell, LF Piccolo, who, by the way, is coming back, which we'll take a look at in a second here. But this guy, like, the only thing I'm worried about is his defense. But, like, he has 193,000 strike defense. But he has no cover cut or anything like that in his kit here. So, I'm a little bit skeptical about his ability to tank just a barrage of attacks from someone like Omega Shenron. He'll probably not fare too well there, but, you know, you'll be running a blue unit with him most likely. But he seems really, really solid to me. The only thing, like, again, the big question I have is, does this stack? So if you have a bleed on the enemy and you just, like, are chaining together, like, 3-4 cards in this 5-timer count window, are you going to be doing, like, dumb damage? I think that actually works like that, so we'll see. Alright, so that's Demon King Piccolo. I think he looks pretty damn good. Honestly, like, really not even comparable to someone like Zenkai Purple Vegeta, I don't think. We'll see. But just from his stats, he seems pretty good to me. Next, we have some returning events to go over. We have this power level is Puny Raditz event coming back. I don't think anything new is coming with this. It's just, this is the 50 stage event coming back, you know, from back when LF Piccolo released. So that's pretty cool. Then we have this Kid Goku Legends Road coming back. So currently we have a co-op going on, and it lasts for 1 more week. So I think what'll probably happen is this goes until 8/26. Wait, is that true? No, it goes until 9/16. Yeah, so this ends at 9/16. I think what they'll do is starting next week, the next co-op will probably bring back the Demon King Piccolo co-op so that people can farm up his Zenkai power. But if you are somebody who missed out on the Zenkai Awakening initially, definitely make sure you go ahead and farm up his Z power, because he's literally like a top 3 unit in the game or something. He's insane at Zenkai 7. What else we got? So we got some new banners coming out. We have this actually returning. We have LF Piccolo coming back for the first time ever. It's been 5 months pretty much. And guess what? Still no Frieza. So unfortunately we have to bear with Piccolo here. But we have actually what looks like a pretty okay banner. I mean, for most people it's probably not going to be too good. But for me, like, this guy's never come back on a banner, this Goku. This Cell has never come back on a banner. Piccolo himself has never come back on a banner. This guy has come back on a banner, but he's never been featured before with a 1% rate, I think since its initial banner, if I'm not mistaken. And then Baby hasn't really been too many banners, the Super Baby 2. Banner's actually not bad. We also have Reginemba, who's okay. Demon King Piccolo himself, who obviously is getting a Zenkai. This guy's Zenkai banner's up right now, so I might do a summon video on this banner. I think I will. I don't recommend other people do, because again, I do think we will be getting a step up next week, and this is probably the bait for that, so you know, really think about what you want to do here, but I would at least wait a week to see if the step up is coming next week to save your crystals for that. But that's what we have here. Next, we also have this Legends Android banner. Oh yeah, also let's just quickly go over the steps here. So it looks like it's just going to be a typical 3-step banner, or sorry, 4-step banner. That also gives these tickets, which is nice. The Androids banner, you know, typical, you know, Sparking Guaranteed, I think. Yeah, Sparking Guaranteed. The nice thing about this is that actually has 21 on here, and also this green cell. By the way, this green cell has come back on 2 banners at the same time. It's just really weird. So 15 is back, hasn't been back in forever. You know what, this banner is not terrible, because it also has 16 is insane now. 21's still really, really good. This guy's okay, but he's, you know, he's still new. This 13's okay, this 14's okay, Cell's still good. Both these guys are not the best, but I would definitely avoid this banner for sure. And then we have actually LF Piccolo's unique equip, which is first time we've gotten one in a long time, since Vegeta's, I believe. Meet the Light of Death, all caps, of course. So this is for Piccolo, you know, this is the only Piccolo can use this one, the LF Piccolo. So he gets Blast Attack to 20%, Strike Defense and Blast Defense up to 25, which works really well with this Piccolo because he's more of a defensive type unit. And he also gets damage inflicted to Saiyans up to 12.5. So I think this is actually a pretty good unique equip. It's not the best. It's not like LF Super Saiyan 3's equip, which is just like god level, but this is actually not bad. The damage against Saiyans is pretty good because it's not base damage, it's literally just all damage. And then both defenses for this is pretty good. I would have liked to see health on here. I don't think that would have broken the game if they did that, but you know, this is a pretty solid one. Next, we also do have this, you know, Demon King Piccolo equip here, which is interesting because it's for regen and blue. It's actually or. It's not both together. So look how many characters can use this. It's like insane. Look at this. This whole roster can use this equip, and it's actually quite good. Both defenses and then strike attack when an element purple or regen is a battle member. So it's pretty good. This will be available, I think, probably the PvP equip for this season because there's no you know, method of obtaining here anywhere. So that's pretty much it here. I'm pretty impressed by this guy. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. Looking forward to testing him out here real soon. As usual, I'll do a Zenkai level 1 and 7 video for him. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.